What's up YouTubers, this is Anam Shiraz, and today we're going to be talking about something very interesting that's called Pubnub, and basically it's a real-time data communication network that provides bidirectional and fast and with very low latency data communication between your applications and all that stuff. It's mostly being used in IoT applications and chat applications and many more. The good thing about Pubnub is that it has more than 70 APIs to support different languages, and that's the best thing about it, and it is documented very well, so any developer can just utilize the functionalities of it just by having a look at the documentaries that are provided on the website. So today we'll be talking about the Python SDK, and the latest version of the Python SDK for Pubnub is 4.0.13. I have seen most of the online examples of Pubnub in Python, but they are for the previous versions of this Pubnub, and for that reason I had some difficulties in figuring out how to use that. So for example, this is the Raspberry Pi example, but this is using the old version of the Pubnub, so things have been changed since they have upgraded their versions. So today we're gonna be working on the latest version of the Python Pubnub, and it has got everything you need. Some of the basic examples that you have got over here. So the architecture of Pubnub is very similar to MQTT protocol, in which if many users are subscribed to a single topic, and if one user publishes some data on that topic, then the rest of the users can listen to that data. So it's the same thing with the Pubnub, because in this you have a subscribe key and a publish key, and instead of topics you have a term like channels, and if different users are being subscribed to the same channel, then any user who is publishing the data, so the rest of the users who are subscribed to the same channel will gonna listen to that data. So yeah, so that's the whole idea behind it. So let's get started with the basic Python example that has been provided on the web page, and let's simply copy and paste this. I will create a new file. So I have done nothing, just simply copy and pasted the hello world example from the website, and so for now we'll be using the demo publish and subscribe keys just for the testing purpose, and some of the things that we'll be changing in the code are, so here it says that we are being subscribed to a channel called awesome channel, and it is calling a function to listen for the incoming messages. So that is my subscribe callback, and so here you will get the received messages. So I'll say as message.message print got message. So okay, so let's save this as Pubnub test. So the basic code has been set it up for us. Now we have to test this code. The Pubnub also provides an online console over which you can test your application. So we'll go to pubnub/console, and over here we can see we can just type in our publish key and the subscribe key and the channel in which we need to listen or publish the data. So my channel name is awesome channel, and publish and subscribe keys are demos. So let's subscribe this. So it has been already subscribed. So yeah, so here we will be sending the messages. So if I run this code, okay, so here it says got hello. Now from here it is, so from where it is coming from, let's see. So here it says status connected. So whenever it will be connected to the network, it will say something like this. So we can change this to something meaningful. I am connected. That sounds better. Okay, now let's try to send some data from the console, and let's see, we're gonna receive, yep, so that's, we are receiving the data over here. And now let's try to send the data from here to the console. And how we will do that is, so we have a publish callback function, my publish callback, and the code for publish, the line to publish the data is this one. So we will just copy and paste this, and let's say hula, this is Python Pubnub API. Okay, so I will also receive the message in this console as well, because I am being subscribed to the same channel. So if I'm sending my data, so I will also be receiving my data. So yeah, so I have got this message, and let's see if we have received that message over the console. Hula, this is Python Pubnub API. That's great, it's working now. So the basics, so the basic things are working now. So let's move on to a simple chat application in which two Python APIs will be communicating with each other over the Pubnub. So before moving on, I will just tell you that initially when I tested this code, it ran just perfectly with no errors. But even when I tested this code 1 month earlier, I got some errors related to logging or stuff like that. But right now I'm not getting those. So for those who will be facing that logging kind of errors, I did had some workout solution for that, and let me show you. So you have to import these two lines into your main code, and from that you will not face those logging issues. So to begin with the basic chat application, we need to assign each user a unique ID. So in the Pubnub, you can just configure the UUIDs by simply saying UUID equals, let's say I call this as Bob, and let's change the name of this file as Bob, and over here let's say Bob is connected. So pubnub.uuid is connected. And for now, let's create a separate function to send the messages. Send raw input. So we will take the input and we will just gonna publish that over the same channel. And what we're gonna say is, so here we're gonna send a JSON object as from pubnub.uuid, and content equals message. Okay, so now let's call this function from the thread t equals thread target. Sorry, it's like this, t dot start, and we have to import some thread names. Okay, we are good to go. Now here it will gonna start the thread and we're gonna send the messages, and now for receiving the messages we have to make some checks over here. That so we are not going to listen to the same messages that we are sending, so we will filter out the messages whose from is equal to our own UUID. So if message dot get from is not equal to Pubnub UUID, then we're gonna print the message, else do nothing, just simply. Okay, so I guess that's all. Let's copy this whole thing and create another file as new file and name it as Alice. Okay, so let's change the UUID, Alice. Okay, so I guess we are good to go. So Bob is running right now, but we can't see the message UUID because we are not printing. So never mind. Oops. Okay, so we have got some situation. It says object has no attribute get. That is because we are not sending a JSON object over here, and we are getting errors over here. So let's figure that out. If type message equals dictionary, then okay, that should be fine. Else print message. I think that should do the trick. Okay, and this is Python. Oops, we forgot to remove this. Okay, so Bob connected and we are waiting to send the message now. So let's copy this and paste this for Alice. Change the UID. Okay. So now we have Bob and Alice connected over the same channel. So let's try to send a message. Hello from Bob. Now we have received a message. Got content hello from Bob. From Bob. Okay, two froms. Why is that so? From Bob, from Bob. Hello from Bob. Oh, sorry. So this is the content, hello from Bob, and this is the second key for inside that JSON object, from Bob. Okay, so I think we are good to go now. Alice, hello Bob, Pubnub is awesome. Content, hello Bob, Pubnub is awesome from Alice. So that's it for the basic chat application, and I mean, of course, you can take this further and consider it as two IoT devices communicating with each other over the Pubnub data string network with the Python APIs, and they are talking to each other and telling them the status of each other, and doing all that stuff. How awesome is that? So that's all for now, and for the next part I will be introducing some awesome functions that Pubnub is providing. For example, the Pubnub access manager and presence, and here now we have all of the stuff. So I'll be putting some lights on all of those functionalities. And so till then, stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe, like and comment if you find this video helpful. Thank you so much.